This is my favourite video of the entire year. The best skincare of 2025. This is my jam, this is my baby, this is where I get more butter on my bread. I just love skincare, and most importantly, not only do I love skincare that feels nice, I love skincare that works. So we are going to be going through all of the devices, the products, the lotions, the potions that have really zhuzhed up my skin and made it better tenfold during 2025. These are all of the products that I've tried in 2025, none of the ones that featured last year. So if you want to see what my favourites were last year, definitely go and have a look at the favourite skincare of 2024. These are all of the new products that I adore. First up, let's talk about QURE's Micro-Infusion system. QURE is a brand that I have fallen in love with during 2025, and I am still delving into their products and finding products that I love, but this one, and I'm holding this one up because mine that I'm using at the moment is a little dog-eared. It's got a lot of fingerprints in, it's absolutely filthy, and it's really embarrassing. So I'm using the new one that I'm going to crack open in the new year. This is such a great system. This has seriously improved the texture of my skin, the clarity of my skin, the plumpness of my skin. This is dermastamping on steroids. You're going to get all of the benefits of dermastamping with very few of the side effects because each needle is sterilized. You use a different one every single time you do a treatment, which means you're going to be less prone to infection. This also isn't a roller, it's a stamp. So you're not going to get those micro tears in the skin, which could actually damage the skin rather than do the good stuff that you actually want it to do. So this is going to create a micro injury in the surface of the skin, which is going to send your skin into overdrive. That repair, restore, smooth, plump, that collagen production, elastin production, it's just going to entice the skin to do all of that really, really quickly around the areas that you're doing the stamping. I would say this is practically painless. There is a level of discomfort involved, but the treatment only lasts 5 minutes, so it's totally manageable. The only thing I would say to you, if you tend to sneeze when you're plucking your eyebrows, you're probably going to get the same sensation when you're doing this treatment, especially when you're going around the brows and around the forehead. It does get me from time to time, and I think I probably yesterday when I did this, I probably sneezed around about 7 or 8 times. If your skin goals for 2026 involve a clearer skin, a plumper skin, a juicier skin, a more even skin tone, less pigmentation, a smoother skin texture, less fine lines, less wrinkles, then I highly recommend you give this a go. Lots of different treatments to choose from depending on the angle that you want to treat. I'm going to get my mum on this very, very soon. You watch this space, she will be on to tell you all about it, I'm sure. There obviously are sales to be had. Always use my offer code, which is on the screen for you now, to get yourself some extra discount. I'll also put you the offers that are available at the moment on the screen as well, but they are ever changing, so always check the website. Next up, we've got the Ordinary's GF 15% solution. I've lost count how many bottles of this I've gone through this year. I was really skeptical about this product when it first came out because it's affordable and it's a growth factor serum. Most companies cannot produce a growth factor serum at this level for this price. So I will have to apologise for my skepticism in my initial review of this, and I'd not tried it for long enough to know whether this actually worked or not. Well, let me tell you, this I would not be without. This plumps, it smooths, it's reduced my fine lines, it's reduced my wrinkles, it's reduced my crepiness, especially on my eyelids. So growth factors are superb things. You have them naturally in your body, but as we age, like everything else, all the good things, they start to die off. So we need to introduce these growth factors to combat the damage that is made to our skin on a daily basis. Growth factors can rewind that damage with consistent use, and I am definitely seeing that with this product. It is water weight. It just absorbs into the skin effortlessly. I've never had any issues with pilling or flaking with this. It's one of the first products that I use after any mists or essences. This is the first thing that goes on because this is just such a potent product. You want it to get on there first, you want it to get it to where it needs to be, and you want it to start working. So that's exactly what it's done for me. I absolutely love it. I am still shooketh to the core that this is the price that it is. I have no idea why this isn't a NIOD product, because they could have got away with charging a whole lot more. Another growth factor serum that I've had great success with in 2025 is this one from Medik8. This is the Liquid Peptides Advanced MP. I absolutely love this. This is an anti-wrinkle treatment. It not only has 30% multi-peptide complex in here, it also has those growth factors which are going to repair, replenish, restore. So I absolutely adore this one. The silky texture is so smooth, so inviting. It's just really comforting on the skin. It sinks in very, very quickly. I only apply 1 pump of this. I will warn you, if I apply 2 pumps of this, it can pill underneath my makeup, underneath my moisturizer. So 1 pump of this and I don't get any of those issues whatsoever. So maybe I was trying to apply more things on top of this before it was actually ready. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I was trying to blend this with too many things. Also, not sure. I'm on my 2nd bottle of this now. I purchased it with my own money. The first one came in PR. That should tell you enough. I really like it. Very beautiful serum. So I've not mentioned this next product on my channel at all in 2025. I've been using it in the background, just seeing what I think. It came to me in PR and it is now a staple in my skincare routine, and I've seen great success with this. It's actually from TRINNY London. Now, usually I do like TRINNY London skincare, but it's never entered into my skincare routine full time. Once I've tried it, I've usually swapped it out with something else. This is not one of those products. This is a keeper. This is the TRINNY London Azelaic Exosome Plus Vitamin C Serum. Now, this is very gentle on the skin, but it punches like Mike Tyson. Seriously, strong bit of kit. So I haven't had any negative side effects from this vitamin C serum at all. Teamed with azelaic acid, this is very calming. This is very cooling on the skin. It also reduces any redness that I've got whilst evening out my skin tone beautifully. This is the product that I think is going to be my product of the year. Again, a product that I was not expecting to have success with, but I love it. I absolutely love it, and I will be purchasing more when this is gone. It does have a really nice mechanism like all the TRINNY London products. The proof is in the pudding for me. This was the only new product that I was trying around about the time that I introduced this into my skincare routine, and I saw results in evening of skin tone and really brightening and that glow within a matter of weeks. It's very good. On to the product that my husband Wes absolutely detests. This is a passion killer of all passion killers. I look very special, very sexy when I'm wearing this, but I am seeing results. So I can't 100% say that all of my results are from this product. I'm going to get that out there straight away. I'm going to talk about the product that I've been using alongside this that also may have contributed to the results, but I am seeing results. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this on camera, but I have little sticky up hairs everywhere and they are tiny. And when I went to my hairdresser last time, Laura, she said, this is not breakage, Gemma, this is new hair growth. So, I mean, it's everywhere. Like little pieces, absolutely everywhere, which does say to me that this has a massive thing to do with the new hair growth, because the other products that I'm using, I'm actually not using it everywhere where I've got the new hair growth. So that to me says this definitely is contributing to the new hair. I mean, everything is getting a little bit thicker. Watch this space, because I am hoping that by June, July, this is going to be a brand new carpet of hair. It's just going to be one full curtain. I mean, my hair's going to look disastrous because some of it's going to be one length and some of the new hair growth's going to be another length, but I'm willing to take that on the chin to have fuller, thicker hair. Should I talk about Numbuzin now? I mean, this is maybe a long section. Let's just put all Numbuzin products on the screen and just say I absolutely love every single one of them. Numbuzin is one of the products that I have found in 2025 and never looked back. I mean, this stuff is gold. It really is, and it's affordable. If you can pick this up in your local Boots, I really, really implore you to do that rather than waiting to have this shipped to you from afar, because it can take quite a long time. If you're in the US, you can get this on Amazon, so you know, you're the lucky one. We can't do that in the UK at the moment, but I do think that you can get this in Boots and in some Superdrugs as well. These are my two favourite products. The number 9 Essence and the number 9 Toner. These two are the products that I feel have done the most for my skin, and they feel absolutely divine, super luxurious, very expensive to the feel, silky smooth, absorb really well, and do wonders for my skin. The number 9 Essence has 50 peptides within the formula. Now that is impressive in itself. It does have 5 main peptides at massive levels, and then the other 45 peptides are at a lower level, which should answer some people's questions, because I think a lot of people are saying, well, with 50 peptides in there, they can't be at a level where all of them are going to do wonders for the skin. There are 5 main peptides and 45 peptides that are going to really plump, smooth, entice collagen production, really hydrate the skin, and this is superb at hydrating. I want to mention the toner as well. Now the toner has got Pdrn within here. Now Pdrn is very, very good at reversing the clock. It's very good at stimulating collagen and elastin production, repairing and regenerating. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, there's no mass of clinical evidence that Pdrn can actually get into the skin through any sort of skincare product. However, I was willing to give this a go. I really like this formula. It does wonders for my skin. I actually use this as a cleanser first thing in the morning. So I pop this on a cotton round and I dust this over my skin. Not only does this take away any grime without stripping my skin, just from me rubbing it over my skin, but it also seriously hydrates and creates a fantastic absorbing canvas for the rest of my skincare products. Love them both, absolutely love them. Swear by these, highly recommend, and the rest of the Numbuzin products as well, because they're all amazing as well. Or the ones that I've tried. I have tried most. Moving on to the Niard Superoxide Dismutase Enzyme Mist. Is it that? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, it's in my cupboard over there. That says quite a bit that it's obviously not particularly for me. I still prefer the Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist. It's a great hydrator. It's a great antioxidant. If you need a little more than that though, the Superoxide Dismutase Enzyme Mist, I think I've got the name right, is like the Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist on steroids. It's going to give you more of everything that the Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist gives you in abundance. Just more. So for those of you that need that extra, the new product is available. Me personally, I don't need that, so I'll continue to use the old formula. Thank you very much. It is a great product. It's just not one that I will put in my skincare routine all the time. Hope that makes sense. Well worth mentioning. It's just not for me. I meant to mention my CALECIM hair growth system and I forgot. So it definitely needs mentioning because along with the LED hair regrowth helmet from CURRENTBODY, this will have had some sort of input into my new hair growth. So I am using the CALECIM system. I bought it myself with my own money. This did not come in PR. However, being completely honest, ever since I did my first video on this, they have replenished me with some extra top-ups so that I don't run out, which is very nice of them. But initially I did buy this with my own money and I am absolutely loving it. The reason I like it so much is you very rarely need to use it. It's infrequent, and the actual serum itself, once you've done the derma stamping on the scalp, and I only do this midsection, this section, and this section, and once I've done that, you apply a little bit of the serum to those areas. So one of these is supposed to last, I think, 2 treatments. I make it last 4 treatments. You know, I really do spread this out so I'm getting my money's worth. And once this is dried down, it's undetectable in the hair. So you can wear your hair down knowing that your hair's not going to look greasy with this product in it, which I think is key to being able to use it and feeling like you want to use it, because anything like this, it's not going to work if you don't use it. You need to be consistent, and consistent I have been. I'm really sorry that I can't give you a definitive answer on which one of these I'm having the majority of the success with, because then I'd point you in that sort of direction, but both of these are working at the moment and I can't pick between them, so I have to mention them both. Did a best SPF video with my mum in June, possibly, end of May, something like that. Anyway, it was just in time for the rise of the sun in the UK, for when everybody starts to go away on holidays and you know, all that sort of stuff. So I thought I was doing everybody a favour. Turns out that my favourite SPF of, I think, all time, the one that I cannot do without, didn't feature in that video because it turned up on my doorstep a week late. So I hadn't tried it out properly to feature in that video, and now I just can't do without it. I really can't. This is another product from Medik8. It wasn't released in 2025, but the first time I've ever used it was in 2025, and now it's going to be a staple forever. 2026, 2027, 2028, I'm going to take this everywhere. It's just divine. This is the Medik8 Advanced Day Ultimate Protect. This is an age-defying moisturizer with an SPF of 50+. So yeah, I love this. I thought it was going to be too nourishing for me. It has the feel of quite a nourishing, rich moisturizer, but it sinks into the skin effortlessly. It gives you that nourished feeling without the heaviness. And I really like that. This also creates the most beautiful canvas for makeup. It sits beautifully under makeup. It doesn't pill, it doesn't separate, it doesn't make my makeup slide off my face. It is the perfect base for makeup, and it's great protection. It's not one of these willy-nilly SPFs that have just brought one out so that they can get US sales, so they've brought one out with FDA approved filters in here. Oh no, these are next generation filters, as you would expect from any Medik8 product. They did not let me down. Superior protection, great consistency and texture, lovely blendability and absorption. I just adore it. It does have a scent to this, so if you are against any sort of scents in your skincare, you're not gonna like this, but I really like it. I really like, it's like a zesty sort of fragrance. I find it really quite uplifting, and yeah, I like it. It's quite inviting, but the feel of this, the sensation on the skin, second to none. Absolutely love it. I have needed this while I have been poorly, and I haven't put it on actually because I've been too ill, but I needed it afterwards. When I started to feel better, this was the product that I reached for. This is the Ordinary Sulfur 10% powdered to cream concentrate. If you have problematic skin, or you know anybody with problematic skin, you need to buy them this. It is such a great product. It is revolutionary. I'm just completely blown away by this and how good it is at what it does. Now, sulfur is the unsung hero for problematic skin. If you have a blemish, a spot, a bit of a blackhead, any sort of irritation on the skin, sulfur is going to calm it and reduce the redness straight away. It's very similar to azelaic acid, but sulfur can get really deep into the pore and suck out those impurities. So it's great at dimming down spot irritation, blemish pain, that sort of thing. And it is incredibly travel friendly. So instead of carrying around some azelaic acid in your purse and having to ruin your makeup, dabbing it over the top of a spot if you can feel one coming through, you don't have to do that with this. This melts beautifully into the skin. It is a powder that turns into a cream, and you just need to dab it on the spot and it will work immediately. Within half an hour, that spot will look so much better, and more importantly, feel so much better, a lot less angry, a lot more comfortable. I just think this is amazing. If you have a teenager in your household, teenage grandchildren, and their skin is starting to become a little problematic with their boosting hormones, or, you know, if you're like me and perimenopausal and just your skin's never given up tormenting you, buy yourself this. You will not regret it. It is amazing, and it doesn't disturb your makeup. I mean, I can be walking around Meadow Hall and be putting this on and nobody notices. No makeup disturbed at all. It's just great. Dermatica have released several products this year. They're all amazing, but I want to mention one in particular. So Dermatica are famous for their tretinoin, their prescription strength retinoid. I've been using it for years and years, and it is just, it's on another level. I mean, tretinoin is the best of the best, the gold standard for anti-aging. Now, I'm not here to talk about tretinoin. What they didn't have was a slightly more gentle formula. For those of you that didn't want to jump straight into tretinoin, which can be a hideous thing to do, if you've ever done that and your skin wasn't ready, you're just going to get flaking and irritation and absolutely everything that comes with it. For those of you that want something slightly more gentle so that you can build up your skin's tolerance to a retinoid, they've now got options for you. Now, they have three options. The 0.05 retinal, that's retinaldehyde, which is stronger than retinol but slightly more gentle, so I prefer it. And also the 0.1 retinal. Now, these aren't opened. I went straight into the 0.2 retinal because I'm just a rock star. What can we say? So this one's the 0.2% serum. It's really beautiful. It sinks in really nicely, and it allows your skin to get used to the potency of a retinoid before you jump ship into the prescription strength. So now Dermatica seems to be a one-stop shop for your skincare. They have everything under one roof, which I think is really, really good for those people that just, they don't want to shop around. They don't want any of that. They don't want to look at everything that's available because it can be really overwhelming. So if you're one of those people and you want to get all of your skincare from one place, Dermatica has now made it able to do that. So I'm not sure if you'll have seen the video where I started to come down with something and I have been really ill, because I've filmed all this series in a really weird order. So no idea if you knew that I'd been ill or not. However, I have been ill. I've been really, really ill, and because of that, I'm really dehydrated. I mean, I'm doing everything with my skincare that I need to do now, and my lips are the thing that really suffered the most, as lips tend to do. I mean, they're the first thing to show signs of dryness, aren't they? This is now my saviour. Pause while I apply some. This is so beautiful. This is from ONESKIN, another one of my favourite brands of all time. If you've been a regular to me for quite some time, you'll be a little bit tired of me banging on about ONESKIN, but they are that good, which is why I talk about them. So this is the ONESKIN OS1 Lip. It's a peptide lip mask. Now, I made a mistake when I first started this. I was really gently padding into this with the little pad of my finger and then just tapping it on my lip. No, scrape it out of there and bang it on. You need a layer of this for it to do what it needs to do. Now, I also use the topical eye supplement underneath this and then lock it all in with this lip mask and get a double whammy of the OS1 peptide. The OS1 peptide targets senescent cells within the body. Now, senescent cells, they're like zombie cells, they're bad cells. So, you know, there's like a really bad egg within a really nice group of people, and these senescent cells turn all the nice people into really horrible people, and these horrible people start to bash around the skin and break it down. So what the OS1 peptide does is it breaks down those senescent cells and actually turns them back into good cells. They've had like a come to Jesus moment and they've turned into good people all over again. So not only is this taking down those bad cells, it's turning them into good cells and replenishing and just repairing all of the stuff that the bad cells did in the first place. So yeah, I'm all for it, and if it can do that for my lips as well, I am on board. It's a lovely, lovely product. It does come with an applicator, you know, if you're fearful of getting your things dirty or you wanting a little bit more hygiene. For me, I'm the only one that's using this product. I don't care. I just want to smother this all over. The RoC Multi-Correction Revive and Glow Eye Balm is a product that I found in 2025 and thought I would never look back. There is a story along here. I will introduce another product in just a second. However, this needs its time to shine because it is unbelievable. So if you really struggle with your concealer underneath your eyes, if your under eyes are really dry, if they struggle to hold a product on top, if every time you put some makeup on the under eyes, you look like you're 1,000 years old, try this product because it will not only nourish the dry skin underneath your eyes, but it will create that canvas, that really smooth canvas for the rest of your product to sit on top of. And it will really help your concealer sit smoothly without creasing underneath your eyes. So I would apply this straight underneath the eyes or to the tip of your finger and then pad that in place. If you do have quite a lot of crepey loose skin, that's how I would do it. And then just let that sit for about 1 minute before you apply anything else. You can also apply this over the top of makeup to refresh and revive your makeup throughout the day. So it is a multi-purpose product, and it is really, really beautiful. Now, I did say that there was a story behind it. I don't actually use that product anymore. It was very well used for a number of months, and then The Ordinary brought out the Volufiline 92% plus Pal-Isoleucine 1%. And ever since then, I've not been using that product. I've just been relying solely on this product. Now, this isn't one of those products that you can revive your makeup with. So that is where the RoC stick still comes into play. Keep it in your handbag, revive your makeup as you go through the day. This is a great foundation for your under eyes. I just really, really like this stuff. I don't know if this is reducing any fine lines or wrinkles underneath my eyes, and that's because I haven't been using it long enough, by the way. My under eyes do feel smoother and plumper. Now, I'm not saying that this has increased the fat pads underneath my eyes, because that to me is still absolutely ridiculous that a product can do that. What I would say is this has seriously increased the hydration and the nourishment underneath my eyes, which just created that sort of vision that everything is just smoother. This also allows my makeup, especially my concealer, to sit flush, to really sink into my skin, be one with the skin. It's just a lovely feel. It does have a slight oiliness to it. There is a slight greasiness to this, but it does sink in really quite quickly. It also gives you a little bit of glow underneath the eyes, so you're going to get a bit of reflection, which also helps with your concealer. I used to use this on my smile lines and also on my chin line, above my lip, on my lips and underneath my eyes. However, I started to get a little bit of a breakout reaction around my smile lines, and this was the only product that I was using that was new at the time. It may not have had anything to do with this, but I stopped using it here and I now solely just use this underneath my eyes. So I mean, this is going to last me about 5 years, this bottle. It'll last me forever. Body treatments. I've had so much success with body treatments this year. The main one that I'm going to talk about, and I know you know this is coming because I mean, I could have sang from my rooftop if I wasn't scared of heights. I am so scared of heights, so I'm just going to do it here. This is the Dr. Sam's Flawless Body Cleanser. You get 500 mils of product. It is not overly expensive for what it is, I don't think, which I just love this. This is an exfoliating body cleanser, which I need. I desperately need. I'm a big fan of fake tan because I don't tan, because no tan is a good tan other than a fake tan. So I like to make sure that my skin is smooth, no dry patches, no dead skin laying on the surface that's just gonna really grab to that fake tan and make me look a patch mess. The reason I love this so much is usually I used to use a body lotion with an exfoliant in it. Now, that's all well and good, but then you can't apply a body cream with a retinoid in it because you've already applied a body cream with an exfoliant in it, and those two ingredients tend not to go well together. And I'm at the stage in my life where I'm needing a retinoid in my body cream to tone everything up, to make everything a little bit firmer, a little less saggy, a little less wrinkly and crinkly. I need that retinoid more than I need my skin to be smooth. So I have ditched my body cream with the exfoliant and turned onto this instead, which means I can now use a body cream with a retinoid in because my skin is already super soft and exfoliated with my step in my shower, or for me, in my bath. Yes, I'm sure you think it's absolutely vile that I bathe with my dead skin cells. I don't care. But I do. This is amazing. Gentle exfoliation. Use it twice a week, 3 times a week, every single day. It's gentle enough for that if you want to use it that way as well. I love it. It has no fragrance in here, but it smells very fresh. So it's not a hideous smell like some things that don't have a fragrance. Usually the fragrance is hiding some sort of whiff underneath. This is not. So yeah, no fragrance in this, but I think it smells really fresh and nice, very clean smell. So yeah, absolutely love it. Had to feature in this video. You know it did. You knew it was coming. You just knew. And finally, because I now use the Dr. Sam's body cleanser with those exfoliating properties, I can now use a body cream with some Retinal in here. This is the Murad Resurgence Retinal Resculpt Body Treatment. It is a thick, nourishing, powerful cream that feels very shea butter-like. It's very thick, it's very rich, it feels very, very expensive, which is a very good job because it very much is. And yeah, it sinks into my skin really nicely. I don't feel like I've got to stand for 10 minutes with my arms out before I get in bed. I don't tend to wear pajamas, TMI, you know. But if you do, you won't have to dry yourself off for ages before you get in your PJs, before you go to bed. I tend to apply this before bed, straight after my bath, straight after applying my Dr. Sam's body cleanser. So yeah, I've never had an issue with it. It sinks in beautifully and it feels really rich without feeling suffocating or sticky on your skin. I am in need of another one because I do go through quite a lot, although you can make this stretch, so don't think that this is just going to last you a few weeks. It won't. You can really make this stretch. Have damp hands when you're applying this. That way you will stretch the formula. It will also apply a lot quicker. Just a little tip for you. Little esthetician tip for you there. It will sink in a lot faster if you have slightly damp fingertips or slightly damp skin. I completely forgot I needed to mention this. This is a must have, especially in autumn, winter, when everything gets a little colder, people are starting to get ill, everything gets a bit crustier, a bit drier. Every morning you wake up and your skin is slightly different. I mean, change is just everywhere, and it's really irritating when you spent so much money on a moisturizer that you wake up in the morning and think, well, I need something a little bit more than that today, or maybe I need something a little bit less than that today. I can't put that on in a morning. Maybe you only have the budget for one moisturizer and you want to use your morning moisturizer in the evening as well and make it slightly richer for a bedtime, you know, overnight haul. This is the product that you want to go for. Now, there are several to choose from in this range. This is the extra rich Omega serum drops with avocado oil. This is the one that I like, but there are, like I said, several others to choose from. These are customizable drops, so you can have a bog standard moisturizer on your shelf that is maybe really lightweight, maybe quite a gel-like consistency. If you want to add a bit more oomph, a bit more nourishment, add a couple of drops of this. If you need masses of nourishment, if your skin is having an absolute meltdown, add this neat to your skin. You can also add this to all of your makeup products as well if you want a little bit of a glow. You do have to make sure that this isn't going to separate, and some makeup products will separate with the addition of oil, so you do need to bear that in mind, but some won't. So, you know, it's sort of a suck it and see moment. I've had the most success with adding this to skincare, and I've added this to body care as well, over my knees, where tend to get a little bit rougher, over my elbows, again, another rough area for me. Anywhere that needs a little bit of extra welly in the nourishment department, you can now customize your moisturizer for whatever day you want. If you're going out in the snow and you know you're going to need to protect your skin, add a load of this into your moisturizer before you step out the door. Your skin will thank you. It's just a genius product. I'm really quite sick that I didn't think about this myself, but yeah, really, really good. Think of the money that I could have made. Anyway, well done, Walida. You deserve it. Great. You came up with the idea. I think it's great. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and it means that people can have different moisturizers on different days and not have to spend a fortune, which I just think is great. And finally, the Maysama LED belt. This, I want to call something else. I don't want to call it a belt, because a belt signifies to me that you can only use it around the midsection as a belt, where actually this is so much better than a belt. You can add this over your shoulder, round your neck, over your head. You can put this wherever you want, down your leg, on your back. If anybody has any sort of muscle pain, they borrow this from me and they just drape it over the area that is affected, and it speeds up muscle healing, skin healing. You can use this on stretch marks. You can use this to invigorate collagen and elastin production in abundance. You can use this to even out your skin tone. You can use this to decrease any sort of pigmentation or crepiness on the skin. LED is absolutely fantastic. This device also uses pulsed light. With short bursts of high intensity training, your body can get fitter and last a lot longer, being more successful over a longer period of time. With pulsed light, the light hits that really lovely sweet spot without going off the chart and being less successful. So you're getting the best of all worlds with a pulse light device. Not only that though, this also includes a vibration function, which is my favorite function of this device. Calm down now, calm down. It's very, very soothing for any muscle aches, any muscle pains, for period cramps. If you suffer really badly with period cramps, this is so comforting to have on. Just have the red light on there, have the vibration function going. It's so soothing, and it really does help to lower that pain of the cramps. It really does. I mean, Beatrice has used this, I've used this, I've lent it to, I think, every single family member under the sun, which is why I don't have it here to share with you, because it's on loan at the moment, and I could do with it because I pulled my back yesterday sneezing. I'm at that age now. I really need it back. So that's it. My favourite video has been completed for the year. It's all downhill from here on out. I love every single product in this video. There have been some amazing skincare releases in 2025. I mean, jaw-droppingly good. The new devices, the new technology that's able to make ingredients the smaller molecular structure to allow them to penetrate into the skin to not only work, but work really gently. It's just completely blown me away. Things that you didn't think were going to be possible are now becoming possible. So I don't think anything is impossible anymore. Watch 2026. I am really excited to dip into skincare in the new year. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying this series as a whole. Please make sure you have liked, subscribed, clicked that notification bell so you don't miss any more in this series. If you have missed any so far, I will link the playlist at the end of this video so you can catch up on anything you've missed. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.